Hello and welcome back to Bus Simulator 2023 for mobile. Finally, it is 2023 now, and this is the second episode in the series. Sorry about the wait. I'm hoping to get this down to at least weekly. That way we can really progress through the game together. I have still only been playing on the Prague map, making all the progress. If you look at the cache up in the top, I'm on 96,506. And if you remember me mentioning last time, there is a hybrid level that we don't yet have access to because we don't have a hybrid bus. And if we take a look at the garage, this, yes, this is the one I wanted to get. It's clearly some sort of Scania or MAN. I always get confused between which one is which. That rear end seems to me, looks like a Scania. This is the hybrid bus I want, but as you can see, it is 99,000. So I've been playing a lot off camera between last episode and now, but only on the Prague map because I want to discover the rest of the game with you, the viewer, together. And also, since the last episode, they've actually added a new map and a new bus, or buses. I can't remember what they've added. But, oh yeah, they've added a second articulated bus, the articulated version of this thing, which is ridiculously long. I don't think we'll be playing with this at least until, I don't know what episode that's going to be, but and also this as well, that's got four sets of doors, blimey. So yeah, so this is our bus at the moment, a classic, clearly a Mercedes Citaro. Obviously, none of the buses in this game are allowed to actually use the brand names, but they look very clearly like what they're supposed to be imitating. That's very clearly Mercedes Citaro. That kind of reminds me of a Plaxton. Can't remember, but I'll flash a picture of that on the screen. That rear end doesn't really remind me of it. And then, again, Mercedes Citaro, and then this is also a Scania or a MAN, and I'll flash a picture up of that on the screen as well. That is very clearly a Scania or a MAN. So, today we will be finishing Prague, route 4, 5, 6 and 7, and then in the next episode, we will finally be taking out this bad boy for a spin on the hybrid level, and then we will be moving on to the next city. So, I suppose we should just get started immediately. And let's select Prague, and last episode we completed route 3, so now it is route 4, and I'm going to press the weather randomizer, and it looks like it's going to be raining during the day, and here we go. So I would like to apologise really for the gap between last episode and today. I just haven't really been focusing that much on Bus Simulator, which is kind of a shame. I haven't been meaning to, but my main channel was slightly more important for a little while. But now I'm back on Bus Simulator, and yeah, I'm hoping to get it to weekly, because I mean it would just be nice to keep it as a proper series rather than one episode a year, which is technically what it is so far. The first episode was uploaded in 2022, and now this episode is being uploaded in 2021. I mean, 2023. But yeah, I do want it to be a weekly series. And first stop of the day is already over, and as you can see, in this route in the Prague city, we are on bus lanes. Woo! Okay, let's slow down so we don't run this guy over. I can see the traffic light in my top right. And there we go. I'm really looking forward to being able to use that new Scania. I'm going to call it a Scania, because I have MAN in my head for some reason, but I feel like it is a Scania. Whoa! Whoops! That was really unfortunate. I was trying to press the cruise control button, and I crashed because the thing was in the way. I think we've avoided that now. Right, let's pull into this stop. Sorry about that, everyone. Hopefully no one is too distressed. Don't worry, the P10 is just crashing. we're only 4 minutes in, we're only 5 minutes in, and it's already totally chaotic. But that's just how it is in these sorts of games and situations. I think what I'm going to try and do with this episode is do a slightly heavier editing, because I have rewatched the first episode just a little bit just to see what it was like, because I can't quite remember everything that happened. I had to double check which level we actually got up to. It was Route 3. But I think this episode is going to feature slightly heavier editing, just because there are certain gaps and long sections where if I'm running out of things to say, or especially when we get to traffic lights, it gets a bit boring, and nobody wants to be stuck at traffic lights for 5 years. Oh, I think, yes. I was just about to say, I think that might be us, and here we go. Let's take this corner nice and wide. We've got a dual carriageway in front, so we don't have to worry about oncoming traffic. We can just turn straight into it as we need to. Might be taking this corner a little bit fast. 30 miles an hour seems slightly excessive, but we're maintaining grip, and it is raining. Oh, that was one thing that I think you got to see it in the first episode. I can't quite remember, but so far I've praised this game for its incredible graphics. For compared to Bus Simulator 2017, this game's graphics are just universes ahead. Obviously, the technology has come a long way in 18, 19, 20, 22, 5 years. But the rain, the effect of the rain on the windshield, I really like that effect. It looks slightly odd if you look directly at it. It's sort of that weird, like, grid-shaped, and the raindrops fall in a weird robotic grid-like pattern. But if you're just focusing on the road ahead, as you rightly should be, then it looks quite all right. Stop 3 of 6. Actually, I think this is stop 4 of 6. Because it's saying 3 of 6, but when we close the doors, I think that number goes up. So we've got 16 passengers at the moment. Yep, that was stop 4. So level 4, or route 4 technically, but level 4, basically it's levels. But route 4 is nearly over already. Let's turn our indicators off. Whoa! Nice driving. Well, it was hardly my fault when that Audi A6 comes flying around the corner at 3.5 times the speed of light. I'm hopefully going to... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that little face in the bottom left is the bane of my existence when I'm playing this game.
Next stop.
Here we go. Because especially when you're in a bus lane, there really should be, cars should be obeying the bus. It should be bus priority rather than in this game. You come to a junction and you're in the bus lane and you're going straight across. If the car next to you in the right lane is turning right, you have to stop, let the cars turn, then you go. That's not what would happen in real life, and that appears to be the end of the route right now, so let's move on to Route 5. Okay.
Next stop.
Not raining this time. It seems to be early morning or late evening. It could be either. It's difficult to tell, but it's kind of dusky. I might turn the low beams on just so we can see slightly better. And we're starting again in the bus lane. That car has run the white line, which is great. That's us. This is what I'm talking about. They cut straight across. Luckily, they were slightly ahead and they pulled away slightly sooner than me. This episode is probably going to end up being slightly longer than episode 1, just because of the sort of the amount of things that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing 4 routes. 4 routes? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to be doing 4 routes in today's episode, and they're also the longer routes. I briefly looked at the other cities and their route maps, but I haven't played any of the other cities. But in every single city, the later levels within that city get... Oh, really? The later levels within that city get longer and longer and longer. And by Route 7, you're going to be spending about possibly upwards of 10 minutes on just a single level. Oh, red lights. I'm in the wrong lane. Let's just quickly correct that. No, I can't see the traffic lights. Still can't see the traffic lights. There we go. I might just do this view, and then once they go green, I will hop back into the cab. Oh, look, there's another bus. There we go. Right, that's green, and go. Go, come on! These tram lines are a nightmare. We may discover later on in this episode, or possibly at some point in the series, when you crash into the tram, it gets... the physics simulation breaks down a little bit, and it gets a bit worrying. So now we're at Prague Rosili. I'm not going to pronounce that with the accent because it's just offensive. Spirlova, I think. A skillful bus driver right here. Arriva, if you want to hire me, feel free. So this is only the second stop of the route. Yeah, so this may actually end up being a sort of episode 2 part A, just because these routes do get long. The closer you get to the end of a city, the longer the routes get. I mean, it's 14 minutes so far, but this is going to be edited down. But my recording time so far is 14 minutes. But once it's edited, hopefully it won't be too long. I really would like to get all of these routes done in one episode, so I might try and speed things up a little bit. This is a dual carriageway, so I am going to go... I mean, in the UK, you would be going 40 miles an hour, but then you get a huge, unrealistic curve. You would not be seeing a curve like this on a dual carriageway in the UK. This is very clearly not the UK. I'm going to go in this lane because it does want me to turn left anyway. More tram lines. Let's avoid those. Look at that. And now we have to make a weird U-turn thing here, so all of these are going to be very wide indeed. Auto capital not helpful when we're literally turning right in a few seconds. Oh, and then this is an interesting thing, speed bumps. So I usually slow down to about 10 or 11 for these. That seems to be what is quite realistic in real life. Oh, here's something that's kind of weird in Bus Simulator 2023. Roundabouts. They're weirdly small, but they have painted lines. So I'm going to take it much more widely than I probably should have. And did I click the curb? I don't think so. Bit late for the indicator, but not a problem. I can feel... Well, we're kind of far away from the curb, but that's okay as well.
Hello?
People know what they're doing. Phone is already getting hot. I can feel it is definitely getting warm. I've got Game Booster turned on, so I'm playing this and recording this on a Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. I have a thing that Samsung uses called Game Booster. I've got that. I've got the settings set up in such a way that the CPU is set to maximum, or sort of CPU, GPU, all of that sort of stuff. Processing power is set to maximum, and I'm limiting the refresh rate of the screen to 48 Hertz. We are definitely not seeing frame rates of 48 FPS. I don't even think we're seeing 30, but it's one of those situations when you're playing on a screen that is this small, and I don't mean it's not small for a phone screen. It's 6.8 inches. When you compare the size of this to the size of your TV or your gaming monitor, you're playing your AAA games on, frame rate and refresh rate really is very important. But when you're playing Bus Simulator on a mobile, it really isn't that important. And I mean, it's playable, it's watchable. I hope it's watchable. Whoa, okay, that came out of nowhere. Let's take the corner now. I'm very scared. I didn't indicate because I was worried. Yes, officer, that's the reason why I didn't indicate. I was scared. No, I know that wasn't going to help me, but that's a shame. And I'm already beginning to feel the effects of not doing this for an extremely long time. I used to have a YouTube channel years and years ago where I would make videos quite often. I mean, when I was much younger, so they weren't very good. But I didn't used to have vocal problems when I used to make those videos. But then I remember feeling it again when I recorded the Mini Metro series, which I never actually finished. I may return to Mini Metro at some point, but this is more important to me at the moment. But when I was recording the Mini Metro, I was having problems with my voice, and whoa, geez, that was a big mistake. But yeah, so in a second, once we complete this route, we've only got 2 stops left. I'm going to take a drink of water just to soothe the vocal cords. Looking in my rearview mirror, don't clip the curb, and there we go, lined up perfectly. Let's take a look. I mean, you don't even see that in real life. I mean, the physics for this game are surprisingly realistic. The steering, you haven't got the weird drifting issue that Bus Simulator 17 had. You can take a corner realistically, and it will actually get you round it. Whereas in 17, it was hit or miss, whether the rear end would sort of drift round with you very unrealistically. But in this game, the driving physics, the grip on the road, and the speed feels very realistic and consistent. Oh, we've got a level crossing. Oh, I was hoping we'd be able to see this. So yeah, here we are. Oh, and there it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9 carriages. Okay then. And the barriers are up. This is a right turn here now. Let's come on the left side of the road and then take it wide and then tighten it up and don't clip the curb. Oh, and I clipped the curb anyway because I was too focused on not clipping the curb, so it's always a way. But there it is. That is the end of Route 5, I think that was. I think that's Route 5 that we've just done. We're at 20 minutes, so this may get long. I'm hoping to be able to edit this down, but let's just see what happens. Is that my phone dying? Oh, yes it is. I did not realise that was happening. I was on 50% a second ago. There we go. Next level.
Next stop.
Let's pretend that noise never happened. I've had a drink of water. My vocal cords are feeling as soothed as water will make them, but I mean, it's not honey lemon that I've had. Oh, wrong lane. I can't see the route map. I forget what the routes are. And we need to be in this lane. Technically, this is a straight on lane only, but the route's telling me to go left. The lane areas are clearly wrong. Here we go. I feel like that might become one of the catchphrases for this series. Here we go. Once the lights turn green, I mean, it's a free-for-all, really. Oh, that was a hard braking. Glad I haven't got any passengers on board. That is what you call dead running. Or deadheading. I can't remember what it's called. But basically, when you've got a bus that needs to go from one town to the other, technically passengers get on, but they don't because the routes that their bus is doing is totally unrelated. So usually they'll run as not in service. It's basically what happens if you've got a bus coming from the Stevenage depot to do the 97-98 in Hitchin, then you'll have dead running, and actually they don't let passengers on for that. So yeah, I've made my way from where I was a second ago to the first stop of the route, and this route has 7 stops.
Next stop.
Oh god, oh jeez, let's just and there we are. Oh, stop short. Oh god, mounted the curb. This is all going terribly wrong already. Oh, look at those sparks. I mean, that does happen. It does tend to happen. just trying to get through it. I really want to get that hybrid bus. It looks so good. It's like one of the best bus models in the game. I'm certain it's a Scania. Cancelled, but we're turning left anyway. Don't need to go to this bus stop. Stop 3.
Hello.
What does that say? Dirty what? Dirty, and then it looks like a different language. But oh, that's... Let's forget that we saw that. Slightly tight turn here as we squeeze out the bus stop without hitting the taxi. Oh, and we didn't even clip it.
Turn right.
Oh, took that turn really nicely. Let's indicate slightly late so people don't think we're turning into that little side road.
Next stop. Zeleniendomski. At the roundabout, take the first exit.
I mean, this is not brilliantly realistic, but... Also, did I indicate wrong then? I can't remember if I actually used the correct indicator. Oh dear, what's happening here? Why was that car stopped? I wonder what happened. There appears to be a bit of a traffic jam in Prague today. Stop 5.
Hello. Hello.
Next stop. Polyclinic.
Running theme in the series, running out of things to talk about. If I do, again, please provide your feedback in the comments below. If you do enjoy this series, remember to A, like it, and also B, give your feedback, honest feedback. How are you enjoying the series? If you do enjoy it, why do you enjoy it? What would you like to see any changes? And also, should I speak, or do you want every few episodes, or even the rest of the series? Do you want it to be just gameplay? Do you mind the long gaps in the commentary? If you do want commentary, do you want it to be edited? Again, I really would appreciate the feedback. It helps me create better videos for you to watch, and it'll also enable me to just be a better creator in general. If I know what my audience likes, if you tell me what you like, I will get better at making videos that you will like without you having to tell me that you like them. I hope that makes sense, but effectively, my point is provide your feedback. It is very helpful and very much appreciated. I can also, I'm beginning to feel the phone is slowing down. That is one of the downsides of Bus Simulator for mobile, is that it does tend to, slow down the longer you play for. Especially, I'm trying to record 4 routes in. I'm trying to record 4 routes in one episode, sort of consecutively as well. You really do feel it starts to get hot. But the point is, and it's a very good point, and it's the whole reason why we're doing this is at the end of this episode, we're going to have that Scania, and you'll have to watch the next episode to see us use it. We will use it in the hybrid route on the Prague map, and then I'm guessing, and I'll be really disappointed if it's not the case, but I'm guessing you're not allowed to use normal buses on hybrid or electric routes, but you surely must be allowed to use the hybrid and electric buses on the normal routes. I'm really hoping that we can begin to use that Scania in the next episode as our normal vehicle of choice, because, oh geez, that was a really massive slowdown spike. Probably because I'm using it and charging my phone at the same time. But it's for the content. It's for YouTube. It's for the video. It's for the viewers. We want to see that Scania. So let's carry on as we were. Oops. I'm just so close. Right, there we go. That is the end of Route 6. I mean, it's going quicker than I thought, and it's going to be edited, very heavily edited down, so this video is not as long for you as it was for me to make it. We're already at 31 minutes, but for you, I'm guessing future self, that is going to be much less. That's basically the end now. On to Route 7, the final route of the episode.
Next stop.
Ah, night time. Let's turn our... Nope, there we go. And finally, Route 7. This is the longest route on the Prague map. Well, the longest standard route. I can't remember if the hybrid or the electric routes are longer, but this is the longest standard bus route. Internal combustion engine. I feel like 30 is probably a bit too fast for this cobbled bridge. I'm just going to take it down a few ticks. I'll try and get that cruise. There we go. I think the recording thing is in the way. Let me just move that down here. Actually, let me move that over here. No, it's still in the way. Oh well. This feels like we're going through the sort of old town. 40 miles per hour is very unrealistic, but I am, as I said, I'm running late. I've got no passengers on board, so... Oh, that's close. Let's make the most of it. The lighting at night is also really impressive. If you just take a look at the way the shadows and lights are, like, surprisingly sort of not bad. And again, this is for mobile. This is for a complicated simulator, and it's just really impressive to look at. I really appreciate the effort that has been put into this game. Oh, and yeah, one really important thing I was talking about in the first episode was that the reviews that I was seeing on Google Play Store of this game, literally within, it was less than a month, I can't quite remember, it must have also, I think it was less than 2 weeks after the game had been released, people were slamming it. They were absolutely roasting it, and I could not understand why. And I was just thinking, this game, which has been developed by a small independent startup game development company in, I don't know where it is, Ukraine or Romania or something, are able to make a game like this for mobile, and you're complaining about the smallest of details. I saw one review said that the user interface icons look like they've been pulled out of a really old game. I think they look as decent as they should need to be, really. And I saw another review that just said they thought the steering controls were unrealistic. And the thing that I said in the last episode, seemingly to me, it must be people who've played the game for literally less than 5 minutes and just aren't happy with it, and they're those sorts of people who want everything to be perfect and, you know, nothing ever pleases them. Or it's children. It's, you know, young children who have phones and their own Google accounts when they really shouldn't, or they're on their parents' phones or their older siblings' phones, and they've seen this game, and because they're young, possibly they're unskilled at the game. And I mean, it's not a terrible thing. As you get older, as you play the game more, you learn and you'll become better. But I just think it's kind of not sad, but also funny in a way that you're seeing all of these ridiculously thrashing, scathing reviews, and it's just like totally unnecessary. Because I mean, in my opinion, and I hope that you agree, this game is really impressive. Especially the fact that it's a very small independent startup game development company, Ovilex Software, who used to, I think, have like a weird different name. Oh, that's a green. Quick green. That's the quickest green of the day. Here we go. Traffic light passed on green. Plus $50. Okay, so that's what the money's called in this game. They just call it dollars. I haven't actually called it anything. I called it cash earlier. And then I don't think I've called it anything else different since. So yeah, I don't know if this is a turn right lane or if it's a straight ahead lane out, and if that lane on the left is a straight ahead lane or a turn left lane. So we're going to find out. Hopefully I can accelerate faster than this ambulance. Okay, so you're just going to turn right then. Okay, clearly, and you're going to turn right as well. Okay then, that's fine. I don't quite understand how we were supposed to get across this dual carriageway in the first place, but there you go. Just pulling into stop 4. Stop 4 of 8. We're halfway there. We're halfway through Route 7, and I am nearly 40 minutes into recording. The alarm for my sausage casserole is going to go off soon. So here we are at stop 5. And stop 5 is over. Let's go, 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 go. Come on, come on. Don't you stall on me now. Come on. We're so close.
Hello.
Hopefully next episode will be much more interesting, because it'll be my first look and your first look at whichever city I decide we should do next. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier on in the episode, I've really tried hard not to play any of the other cities because I want to experience the rest of this game with you, the viewer. And what better way than to earn 99,000 in-game currency on the same city over and over. Effectively learned all of the routes off by heart at this point, which is definitely not a bad thing. It's made today's episode very easy. I haven't made a single route mistake once, I don't think. I like this flashing green line as well. When you join or exit a bus lane, it has a little flashing green line to direct you in the right direction. And this next stop is stop 8 of 8 on Route 7 of Prague. And after this, we will unlock the hybrid bus. And then in the next episode, you will see us use the hybrid bus for the first time in Route 8, which is the hybrid route I've actually played. Obviously, I have not played that route yet. Obviously, it's still in Prague, so we have seen Prague before, but I've not played Route 8 yet, so that'll be a new experience together. And then in the next episode, we will get started on the next city. So thank you for watching. Oh no, we're not actually done yet. We're not there. Let's cut now to buying the hybrid bus. We can actually do it. So let's hop into the garage. Let's go over to, I really want to make sure I don't accidentally purchase the wrong bus. Here it is, the Scania. We've got 106,953. Unlock. Your bus is being delivered. What? Well, I mean, that's something that you're not going to have to worry about, because you'll see this bus in the next episode. I'm probably going to press the deliver with ad button anyway. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.